AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Remember, Gilbert Arenas said it a while ago. He works out enough to where he breaks down in the second round. He's not in shape. He's never healthy. Come on. And even the season before last, when they lost, when everybody killed James Harden, when James Harden won them 2 games, that game 7, Joel Embiid was terrible. I think he had 8, 9 turnovers. So for me, Philadelphia, I get it. They had to do it. You just got Paul George. Okay, you re-sign Embiid. You give y'all an opportunity to go chase a championship, right? But once again, if they don't get a title in 3 years, I'm asking you, you're the GM. What do you do with Embiid and Nick Nurse? Because think about it, if Embiid stayed for all 3 years, that'd be 13 going on 14 years he's there with no championship. That's now you get Nick Nurse over there from being a championship head coach thinking he was going to be the coach to get y'all over the hump, and then y'all don't go nowhere. So once again, I asked the panel, everybody in the comments, in this 3 years with Joel Embiid contract, remember, him, Paul George, and Maxey is all there together. If they don't bring a title to Philadelphia, what do?
You know what's interesting about that? That's before I answer your question. That 2023 playoffs against Boston, he didn't even play the first game. That's the one that Harden won for them, right?
Yeah.
The game that he does play, he comes back. They lose by 34. They lose by 12 the next game after that. Then they win by 1 and then win by 12. He's just so unreliable. That last game, the game 7 you were asking about, he had 4 turnovers, 15 points, and 8 rebounds.
Terrible.
Yeah, he shot horribly. It's you might as well have missed the first 4 games or 3 games because when you're out there, you look amazing. But I don't know. It's a really weird thing. I mean, what do you do if they don't win a championship by year 3? You're saying,
right? Because that'll be him being in Philadelphia for 14 years.
Shit. As fans, we're done with him.
We're done with him.
We're done with him because it's 12 years, bro. Yeah, it's 12 years.
You have to be done with him, and he gets no smoke. KD, LeBron, Curry, Joker. Now even our Knicks with Brunson, the way Randall gets disrespected every week. Joel Embiid flies under the radar. He's underachieving every year. Yeah, he got the numbers, but what about the playoff wins? What about the playoff series wins? You can't be the most dominant player in the league. You can't claim yourself as the best player in the NBA, and you can't get past the second round. Come on. And in game 7s, you are horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific.
And last year's playoff series against us, it looks like that's the most points he averaged in the playoffs ever at 33 points per game, but y'all lost. And I guess he played every game. He played over 36 minutes every single game, 29 points, 34, 50, 27, 19, 39. But it's just not enough. I would be so come on, man. As fans, we will be roasting them every day. Bro, you know what? We can do it without you.
Yeah, I'm trying
all
to
that money. Wemby's going to be available after that rookie contract. I know what everyone's thinking, but I guess they don't. Or do they have like a small market problem where they feel like they have to draft the next star? Philly.
Nah, remember, Philly is a big market. Like my problem with Philly is that the process. Remember, man, that what they did for Joel Embiid and then got caught up in the Ben Simmons thing, that set them back damn near probably almost 10 years. Like, you got to really think about that.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because remember, you had to get rid of Ben Simmons.
No, but what I'm saying is, you draft Embiid. He doesn't play for the first 2 years, right? Then boom, he plays. Now you get Ben Simmons. You think now you got the 2 guys. You think you got your Magic and Kareem, right? And it turns out to be a disaster. They didn't like each other. It didn't work. And then now look, you still come up short every year. Every year.
But I what else are they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like they traded him. I think getting Harden might have been the wrong deal, or maybe it was because they were able to flip him and get Paul George. Like, I think that's what Daryl Morey's plan is. At least as long as I have my 2 superstars and somebody else, then we're gonna be all right. And they got Tyrese Maxey there, so it's just. I don't think it's a disaster at all. The disaster is Joel Embiid. He has no excuses.
Well, until Paul George gets them past the second round, I don't know, if them trading basically Harden for Paul George, I don't know if that's a win yet. Remember, we can laugh and say what we want with James Harden, but they got to the second round and got to a game 7 against the Boston Celtics, where if Embiid did what he was supposed to do and claimed to be the best big man in the league, they're in the conference finals and maybe the finals. So we got to stop blaming James Harden. I know it's easy to blame him, and it's definitely 99.9999% easy to blame him. But I think when you're playing on a team where you're either the second or third best player, I can't put no blame on you. I'm sorry. If we go in Embiid and Maxey's the best players, why are we expecting James Harden to pull what type of weight? Nah. So for me, listen, this is it for Embiid in Philly. He don't get it done, he's gone. He'll be fine because, listen, man, he's a great player. People going to pay to see him. People going to pay to want him on their team. So he ain't going to have no problem going anywhere. But I think in Philly, after this, no title, he's done. And Nick Nurse is out of here.
And ironically, Ben Simmons is in the same scenario right now with the Nets, where he's in the final year of his contract. Allegedly that trainer, Chris, I keep forgetting his name, Chris something, but everyone, they co-sign him. So for him to say Ben Simmons is back or whatever it is, at the end of the day, they're looking to trade him for somebody. We could discuss that some other time. I don't even want to discuss that now, unless you do.
I'm not never discussing Ben Simmons till I see him on the court, and not in the summertime. I'm not.
It is still
Ben
summer,
Simmons. Bro. I don't want to see him in preseason. I will never discuss Ben Simmons until I see him physically on the court taking a shot.
Yeah.
During a regular season game.
I see way too much. What's the word? Sympathy for Ben Simmons, and I don't like it. I understand. Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you the back issues. I don't play with that. I understand that Dwight Howard's career changed because of it. Plenty of people's career, but the way he was acting, bro, you didn't want to take a layup. I don't care what you say. If you're worried about our backlash because you didn't want to make a layup, that's on. This is part of the game. You're a ball player. Imagine sitting in the locker room. I'm sitting there crying. You're like, what happened? I'm like, everybody's making fun of me because I want. You're gonna be like, take the shot.
For one, Larry Bird played his whole career with a bad back. 2, I will never feel sorry for no one that has $100 million.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.